All right, guys, we're back again, and Trump signed an executive order, the orders of all orders, the declassification of protected, sealed FBI documents about what happened to John F. Kennedy and more. What do you think is going to happen after that? Some people didn't want the real story to come out, but the story is coming out. Is there going to be hell to pay? Are we going to have another uprising like what happened in those days? Is the president going to reach between another 1 millimeter of his life? Again. Anyway, guys.
All right, so 4 years ago, Trump promised to declassify the same thing.
One of the things that I want to talk to you about is the JFK files. And one of the things that you said was that if they showed you what they showed me, this was your quote, you wouldn't want people to know it either.
So I opened them up partially. I was met with, from good people. I mean, good people. People that were well-meaning. Mike Pompeo was one of them. He's a good person. They called me. They said, "Sir, would rather have you not." And I did open them, but I was asked by some people not to open them. There's a Martin Luther King file too, by the way, that they'd like to see. I don't know if you know, but there is that. But JFK in particular. So they called me. A lot of good people called me. People that that you would find reasonable people. And they asked me not to do it. So I said, well, we'll close it for another time. But if I win, I'm going to open them up. I'm just going to open enough time.
Why didn't you open it up the first time, though?
Because a lot of times,
what was the hesitation, though?
Addresses, people that are still living. There are people that are affected. And there could be some national security reason that I don't have to necessarily know about. But some very good, talented people asked me not to do it. I opened it up, and then they said, would it be possible for us to do that a different day?
How much of it did you read into?
I think it's going to be just fine to open it. Let me put it that way. I think it's fine. It's going to be time. It's a cleansing. It's really a cleansing. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it immediately, almost immediately upon entering office.
Well, the thing, when people look at it from the outside and you sort of imagine what could be a reason why they would not release those files, it would be there's people that were implicated in the assassination.
Yeah. Well, when there are living people, you generally tend not to want to do it. When people are still living
people that formerly worked for the government.
And living people that were somehow involved in it, and you tend not to do that. But it's time to open them. I can't tell you whether or not they're going to find anything of interest. And I did partially open. I think I've opened 50%, but I was asked not to do it, and I thought that was a reasonable ask. But now I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it very soon.
And he didn't do it. The only justification he came back to say was, if you had seen what I had seen, you wouldn't have released it. So hopefully he's not playing the same tactics like he did 4 years ago, and the FBI is able to release the files, because he did the same thing last 4 years ago.
So last year he signed the executive.
No, he
didn't sign the document.
No, he didn't sign.
But this time he come out. You know what? I'm just signing it.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't take him to court, because the FBI can still take him to court and refuse to. So
okay.
Yeah. So hopefully the FBI.
So what you're saying? Hopefully it's not just like a big old scheme of things, knowing that when he do it, they're not gonna release it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that would be good. According to America's policy is supposed to be like transparency.
Yeah.
And him doing that brings us a little bit closer to actual freedom and transparency.
That's true.
So this is the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. Lastly, sir, we have an executive order ordering the declassification of files relating to the assassinations of President John F. Kennedy Senator Robert F. Kennedy and the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
That's a big one, huh? A lot of people are waiting for this for years, for decades. And everything will be revealed. Okay? Give that to RFK Jr.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Okay, thank you.
Mr. President, a U.S. judge temporarily blocks the birthright citizenship order. Do you have any reaction?
No, obviously we'll appeal it.
You see. So the ones, even the ones he signed 2 days ago, the birthright citizenry, the judge, one judge in Seattle was like, get the hell out of here, man. We are not allowing that shit. So he has to now go to court and file and fight that, and who knows how long that's gonna take. You know?
Okay.
So they can continue to put like impediments in his way. This judge from Colorado just says hell no, and this judge from, so it's all a whole lot of.
So it just shows that the president executive order is no longer really an executive order.
No, if only a judge says hell no, then you have to now go to court and fight that judge, unless you send it to the Supreme Court, where I think they are 6 now, and they will also have to vote on that, you know. So so there's a lot of hurdles to making executive order turn into action.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really work as a stroke of a pen.
No, because it could be one hot-headed judge who doesn't like you.
Okay.
And says that's why once.
And right now they have all these kind of judges everywhere.
Yeah.
Right now we have trans judges. So here's the idea of, getting rid of the trans people. That is gonna become a big hurdle. We also have for these things, there's people who know what they did and they don't want it to come to light.
Yeah.
So
Even the FBI can just,
yeah, the FBI themselves, the reason why they have it as sealed document is because something most likely is not 100% right,
Yeah.
And they wait so many years. It's like that person died so many years ago.
Yeah.
I wonder if the family even know the whole story.
They don't know, because even for JFK, they killed him and his brother.
It's like,
So
imagine your family, you're related to the president. He died.
Yeah.
And you don't even know what happened.
Yeah, you don't know what happened.
Talk about sealed documents.
Yeah. And if they unseal it, they're gonna redact a lot of the names. So hopefully, because what Trump is trying to do is he's trying to pack the Supreme Court. So the Supreme Court is, I think, 6 judges. So if nothing where the Supreme Court is just going to vote on it. And now I think Trump has the advantage because she selected. One thing about the Supreme Court is until if you are 20 and Joe Biden elects you to the Supreme Court, it means you don't live until you die. So anything Joe Biden does, right or wrong, you are going to vote on it. So that's a tricky part. So a lot of the judges in the Supreme Court, I think 2 of them were by Barack Obama. So you see the hurdle president have to go through. So even if what you are saying is right, the Supreme Court judge can say, no, I'm voting against this because maybe Clinton appointed him. And now he's 80, but he can't live until he dies.
Oh, okay.
So the whole thing is just, so Trump is now trying to put some Republicans into the Supreme Court so that when he leaves,
These Republicans will have a say. Because what I'm just seeing with this now, even one of the causes that to me Trump found a good solution for was the LA fire.
Yeah.
And you see the people blocked that.
Yeah.
So making an executive order for it would have been a nice way to get stuff going.
Yeah.
But even that you can't really do.
Nah,
so it just seems like you're the most powerful man in the world, but you can't do anything.
Do nothing unless somebody votes on it.
And to me, that's one of the reasons why I think a lot of presidents like Trump, when he said one time, he liked Xi. He liked the communism thing because
you just get
you can get stuff done. It makes it easy to get stuff
it
done.
makes it very
bro.
easy, bro. You don't have to talk to nobody.
Because like to me, these are things that should just be done like right away. It's not like he's trying to say, "Oh, I want to go to war."
Nah.
And it seems like when a president want to go to war, they go to war much easier
Yeah, they go to war much easier.
than like to sign something to save your people or save the community or to protect them from themselves. And it's like you gotta go through hell because of a fish.
Yeah. You have to. So that's the problem with a lot of times. That's the problem with, I would say, Western democracies, because African democracy don't work like that, right? Because these people have to go through the court system and everything. You know, democracy in a lot of different countries doesn't work like that. A lot of time, what the president says goes. But this one, you can't say. That's why executive order doesn't work a lot of the time. Even if it works, the next president can just say, "Okay, I repeal the last executive order." That's why it's always very important to go through Congress so that everybody votes on it. Once that people vote on it, now it becomes law. So no one president can repeal that law. So, you know. So hopefully, because black people also wants to know who killed MLK, especially black people. Black people are saying the white people killed him. White people are saying, nah, FBI killed him. So there's a lot of. So if they don't do it, black people are going to be more pissed than white
Maybe
people.
most likely it's the Muslims that killed him. You know where that leads.
Yeah, you know where that leads. You don't want to find out about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of people want to know who killed JFK though. Because if they find out that the CIA or the FBI killed JFK, the Italians are going to be very pissed. Because the Italian mob, for a very long time, they became very pompous because a lot of people thought the mob killed JFK because of the high taxation and the illegal drug trade and everything. So the mob became very notorious because everybody thought, "Hey man, these people killed the president," you know. So if we find out that it's the FBI, you know, they're gonna lose their respect too. So
anyway, guys, let us know what you think. Put your comments in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We really need your support, and we wouldn't be here without you guys. Peace and love, and see you guys in the next one. Nice.
yeah.